All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Saturday night. Battle of New York, Act 2, between the New York Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets. Knicks coming in high off of their win in Boston, looking to beat a undermanned Nets team. But it was raining threes in Brooklyn all night. Knicks could not cover their man and had to run for cover, man. But nevertheless, the Knicks were able to make it interesting in the fourth quarter, cutting this lead down to as little as 3. But superstar players make superstar plays, and Kyrie Irving was that guy. 21 points in the fourth quarter, and that was all she wrote, man. 122 to 115. The Knicks cannot beat this Nets team. 9 in a row. Disappointing loss, but let's talk about it, man. Phone lines up, 657-383-1509, or hit us up on the KnicksFanTV Discord. This is KFTV Postgame Live, presented by Manscaped. CP the Fanchise Alex Trataros, Stratocast on the ones and twos. Salute to the chat. Salute to all of our members. And let's kick this thing off, man. I'm tight, Al. I'm tight.
Let me know. Why are you tight?
I'm going to tell you what I'm at. 9 in a row. 9 in a row. I went on SNY last night, and you know, no KD, no Ben Simmons. No, I mean, and Ben Simmons is nothing, but nothing like he used to be. No TJ Warren. They're so severely shorthanded. And we still can't beat this team, man. We're coming in high against Boston. But the Nets got embarrassed that same night against Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to expect them to come out guns blazing. Their supporting cast was terrible in that game against Detroit. And the supporting cast delivered today. Knicks get outscored by 36 from downtown. That was the biggest difference, bro. That was the biggest difference. They got outscored by 36 from downtown. Knicks are a woeful three-point shooting team. Shot 10 of 28 from downtown. The Nets shot 22 of 40. 55% from downtown, ladies and gentlemen. Can't make it up. You can't win that way. 4-7 Royce O'Neal, 4-7 Joe Harris, Kyrie 5 of 12, 2 of 3 from downtown for Seth Curry. Yuta Watanabe came out and lit us up, 3 for 3 for downtown. Edwin Sumner, 2 for 2 from downtown. You just can't win that way, man. And then, as I said, as the Knicks were crawling back, coming back in the fourth quarter, they did cut the lead to 3. Yes, they did try to trap Kyrie. They tried to get the ball out of his hands. But he was just brilliant down the stretch, man. 21 points for Kyrie Irving in the fourth quarter. And that was pretty much it, man. You know, one of the key sequences for me in crunch time, you had, they cut it to, quickly hits the 3. And that cuts it to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Next possession, quickly misses the 3. And Grimes gets the tip and cuts it to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Then on the next possession, looks like they have the Nets dead to rights. And 22 seconds into the shot clock, and Seth Curry buries a 3 to put them up 6. Brunson gets his floater, cuts the lead to 4. Kyrie makes a 3 to put it back to 7. It just felt like, and this was by that time, this went from 5 minutes to 1 minute left in the game. And it just felt like every time the Knicks would make their charge, every time the Knicks would try to go on a run, get a couple baskets here and there, the Nets would clap back with a 3. With a dagger after dagger. And even a single-digit lead felt insurmountable just by the way the Nets were shooting the 3. And that was it, man. 9 in a row. The Knicks have now lost to the Nets. Damn shame, bro. I can't even call them the New Jersey Nets tonight. I can't even disrespect them. I'm tight.
Nah, it's nasty business, man. Losing 9 straight. That means we haven't won since What was it? Since Julius's first year, that 2019-2020 season. That was the last time we beat them.
Yeah.
That's gross, man.
Yeah.
And especially as you noted, they were down Simmons. You're down KD. You're down all these guys. But there's two things to me that really threw this game off. One, our defense was not there in the first half. We were not defending the three well. Second thing, well, actually, let me take that back. There's three things. One, not defending the three well. Okay, you get Royce O'Neal making his shots. You got Watanabe making his shots. Okay, everyone's starting to hit threes on us, and it's just, are we gonna rotate? Are we closing out? It was like half-hearted closeouts by Julius, RJ, the entire team. It was just difficult, man. No one was really fighting around screens like that either.
Yeah.
Second thing that was off, we did not play our game. The Nets play with an up-tempo style, and the Knicks tried to match that up-tempo style and didn't play their game, which we've seen for the last couple of games. It's slow, methodical, working the half court, working inside the paint. Look at these numbers right now. Knicks scored 18 points in the first half in the paint. They come out in the second half, put up 50 points in the paint. That was the brand. That's why it got close. They started to play their brand of basketball, started to draw fouls, started to slow this game down. Then they started to pick up their defense. Those are the first two things. Third thing, we don't have a superstar, man.
Yeah.
As cliche as that is, Kyrie Irving, when he needs to turn it on, he can turn it on.
That's what I'm saying.
And he put on a show in the fourth quarter, 20 points, 20 plus
21.
points, I think I saw.
21 points.
Oh my God. That's the difference maker, man. Somebody who can just, you can't even stop him, man. Like you go into this game not even thinking to like stop him, but try to slow him down. Yeah. And that's where you're hoping for everyone to pick up the slack defensively, saying, all right, we know Kyrie's going to get his. We have to make everyone work twice as hard to get their shots. No reasons Seth Curry should be open. Like, Randall, what are you doing on Royce O'Neal? Like, why are you sagging into the paint where it's like this team loves to shoot threes? That's what they do. So those are the three things to me, man. I feel like that the Knicks could have done better. Just play their game. Like, they just got to come out cool, calm, collected, play their game. Even when you play pickup basketball, right? Mm-hmm. Like sometimes you're playing an opponent, they play a certain style, and then your team tries to match that style, and then it throws you off your entire game. That's what it felt like in the jump. So rough outing for the Knicks. Hopefully they can bounce back against the Lakers on Tuesday. Welcome our channel members, LaShawn Paul, shout out to Lash and my guy Do Thang. Salute to all the Fanchise channel members. Salute to the Rhyme Animal, Chuck D as well. $10 super chat says away game. We didn't seem interested at first. CP and Alex agree with that. Their energy wasn't being matched. They weren't matching the Nets' energy. This is the NBA. He says any given 48, anybody can get it from anyone. Kyrie was impossible against good defense. Yeah, he's a he's a star with a 5-year fresh body. Yep, one of the best to do it, man. Well, one of the best to do it, no doubt about it. Shout out to Gregory Weiner, who joins the Fanchise channel memberships as well. And as you said, you don't have Kyrie. One team has Kyrie, one doesn't. Yep. I thought Claxton was great tonight. Claxton was another guy on my who to watch for. I thought he gave both Sims and Hartenstein some work. Mm-hmm. He's tough, man. He gets after it on the boards. Yep. He got the Nets a ton of second chance opportunities, especially early in the game. And on the defensive end, when he gets switched on to one of the guards or Julius or RJ, it's almost like the Mitch effect. Mm-hmm. He has that size, he has that wingspan, and he just makes it hard for you to either get past him on a drive or to shoot over him. He's challenging everything. Or even dunk. Right. Well, right. He sent McBride packing. And then offensively, he's going out there and he's getting his own. Scored a few times over Sims. Yep. So that was a problem for us early, along with the threes, along with Kyrie's brilliance. Let's talk about this, because this is going to happen more than once. This has been happening, and this is going to continue to happen in crunch time, third, fourth quarter. You had RJ cooking. I thought RJ had a good game today. Yes.
Very good on his drives. He finished well, utilizing the mismatches, getting into the post, had Kyrie in the post, had Seth Curry in the post, posting up the smaller guards, which you want to see him doing. I thought RJ had a good game today.
Yeah, absolutely.
He gets subbed out with about 6.5 left. He was cooking in the third, right, with that second unit. He gets subbed out with 6 minutes left for Quentin Grimes. IQ comes in, and IQ, 3 straight games now, IQ's been going deep into the fourth. But then you don't see RJ until 2 minutes left, where he gets subbed in for IQ, who gets subbed out for no reason. Right? Like, Quickly's cooking as well in the fourth, and you take him out with 2 minutes left for what? That's tricky, man. How did you feel about that? The Grimes, Quickly, RJ platoon / rotation in that, third, fourth quarter, especially crunch time in the fourth. How does Tibbs handle that, man? Well, how would you have handled that today?
Oh, man. That's tough because I get the speed around the perimeter. RJ does not. I mean, Seth Curry was open today.
Yeah.
Who was it? I wrote down the rotations. Give me a second. I wrote down who was guarding who today. I had RJ Barrett was guarding Seth Curry, and Curry was, he was getting his shots. He hit, where is it? He went 2 for 3. Even though it was on high volume, still made 5 for 9 from the field. I just felt it was difficult for RJ to keep up with him at points.
Yeah.
So I understand why you leave Quickly in there for the speed, the versatility, the shooting. You want the 3-point shooting because you're
shot
down.
creation.
You need somebody.
Quickly's getting 3-point plays, even though he missed the free throw on that one. But yeah.
Yeah. And also at the same time, like we also saw what happened against Boston, right? You see that they're starting to double team Brunson when he's bringing the ball up, put a lot of pressure, make it difficult to get into your sets. So I understand why you want Quickly in there. But for a game like today, where Seth Curry, he got his shots, I still would have kept RJ in because this was one of RJ's better offensive games efficiently.
Thought so.
And I think at that point, you take out Grimes, in all honesty, and you leave Quickly in there. I know you need your 3-point shooting. Grimes, he went 4 for 11 today, 2 for 7 from downtown, not really giving you 3-point shots like you needed, while RJ went 3 for 5. He was actually connecting a lot on his 3 points. I thought he was feeling it tonight. So if you needed somebody to actually spot up, it probably should have been RJ, in my opinion. So I would have gone with RJ over Grimes in this situation. I know it's tricky between all three, but for tonight, I would have gone with RJ, Quick. You see, Quick just helps Olivia, as I said, for Brunson not being the sole initiator of the offense, the sole ball handler out there, right? So I think you just need – I think all those guys were the right call for tonight. I think you could have left Grimes on the bench. I get that you needed someone to match up with Kyrie Irving, but once again, you're not going to stop Kyrie Irving. You got to slow him down. So I don't really care who's on Kyrie at this point. And it's not like Grimes was that super effective on stopping Kyrie Irving tonight. He got his 32 points. So I would have made that adjustment to go to RJ, let him work in the post because he was doing a great job. He was taking advantage of all the mismatches.
Right.
So should have left
like
RJ in my opinion.
I like that. Look, I'm Grimes Hive. You guys know I'm Grimes Hive. I thought he had a rough go today. I thought he was playing a little too fast.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought he was playing a little too fast. Even on his jumpers, I just felt like he was too rushed. Mm-hmm. Just felt like he was too rushed most of his game. And, I'm just hoping that he can knock down those wide open threes. He's getting a ton of wide open 3-point opportunities, especially in crunch time. He's knocked a couple down early in the year, but but lately he just hasn't been able to get down those timely jumpers, man. Wide open. So, in this particular game, I understand, yes, RJ's defense isn't as good as Grimes' or Quickly's, but I probably would have, there was no reason for Quickly to come out of the game either. So, of the three, I would have sacked Grimes, put Quick on Kyrie.
Yes.
And then, you hope RJ is respectable against Curry and you take it from there.
Yeah, and that's who was guarding for most of the game anyway. So it is what it is. I can see going forward why this is going to be a challenge for Tibbs because he likes all three. All three of them have their strengths and also their weaknesses, right? Mm-hmm. Out of all the defenders, RJ's on the bottom of that totem pole. And then we look at probably who's capable of doing the playmaking, the initiating, all of that. It's obviously Quickly, but then who has the height, the foot speed, the strength to match up in some of these matchups, and that's Grimes. That's just a tough balancing act, man. It's a tough balancing act. So I'm glad that I'm not Tom Thibodeau in these situations, because I don't know.
It's gonna come up. It's gonna come up, man. Multiple times. Man. You're gonna be looking for it, man.
Yeah, like, look, it's easy for us to say it, like, yeah, you know, looking back at it, 20 hindsight's 2020, right? But in the spur of the moment, I understand all those situations, and you try to figure out, mix and match. You know, that's what the whole point of the regular season is. But at the same time, when you're a team like the Knicks, each win counts. Yeah. More than like for the Nets and the Celtics and the Sixers. So I also understand that predicament as well.
Tough call, because you can see that Tibbs, he trusts Quick. Quick. But you know, RJ's your guy. You paid RJ. He's got to come back in. But then you bring him back in with 2 minutes left. You take it Quickly out, who shouldn't have came out. Very tricky. You know, very tricky. What do you guys think in the chat about Tibbs' decision there and his rotations? Because it's 3 games in a row now, all this week. You're seeing Quickly go deep into the fourth. RJ coming out around that 6-minute mark and coming back in with about 2 left. So very, very interesting. But, you know, again, this was disappointing because they came into this game 3 games back of the Nets.
Yeah.
You could have stolen. You could have stolen there, man.
You're also a game closer to getting to 30 wins.
Yeah.
They're very close, man. They got 27 wins right now.
Yeah.
You know? And it's another game where you see your opponent is down players. You don't have Mitch. So this is a winnable game for the Knicks. You know? It really comes down to stopping the role players. But you know what? There's something that this team needs to do better too. And I watched the Nets ball movement, man. That is just, it is crisp.
31 assists for the Nets tonight. 19 for the Knicks, man. 19.
It's so crisp, man. You watch, like, that's why they had our defense flying around over the place. They're just like, next pass, next guy, looking for the better. They kept looking for the better shot. Even when Joe Harris got that 3 in the corner, I was like, good Lord, man. Are we going to stop? Are we going to keep up with this? Yeah. You know, that's something the Knicks need to do. I hope they take that and put it into their playbook, because you see what happens when you keep your teammates involved, right? Like when you get to see Seth Curry, Joe Harris, Watanabe, like everyone's getting their touches, everyone's getting into rhythm, and Kyrie just knows when to pick and choose his shots, right? Mm-hmm. As an all-star, he understands that I need to make sure my teammates are involved, because I can't carry this alone. Look, he had 40 points against the Detroit Pistons, right? And they lost, right? And it was on the role players. Yep. And now the role players come back. They get their shots. They know where to get and that's just something the Knicks have to figure out. Like for Grimes, like I look at Grimes as like a prime example, right? Like he gets so little opportunities compared to what RJ, Randall, and Brunson get. Yeah. And yet you have to figure out, how do you get this guy in rhythm early in the game so that way you can rely on him in the crunch, because you're now asking for him to take shots, 3-pointers in crunch time with few touches. You know, it's like the same thing you asked for Obi coming off the bench and limited minutes. You're asking for these guys just to be hyper efficient with limited touches, and that's just not possible. Obviously, the difference is Grimes has 38 minutes, which when you look at those numbers, and he's only getting 7 touches, right? Well, 11 touches today, but 11 touches, and most of them are coming late. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So there has to be a better flow to this offense, and that's just, you know, that comes from Tom Thibodeau, that comes from Jalen Brunson, even Randall on recognizing, and RJ too, because RJ's got to get better with his playmaking too. That's guys all recognizing when to keep their teammates involved, so that way it's just not a one-man show when any of those 3 guys are on the court.
True indeed, man. Salute to Knicks Nation. Salute to everybody in the chat on this Saturday, man. Knicks lose 122 to 115 to the Nets. Battle of New York, Act 2. Yeah, man, I'm tight. I'm definitely tight. Welcome more of our channel members. I see a couple new ones have just subscribed as well. I'm trying to scroll up in the chat to find it, but I will find it eventually. Call us up. Let us know your thoughts on tonight's game, man. 657-383-1509. Let's start off on the Discord. Let's go to Dave G. Dave on the Discord.
What's going on, CP? What's going on, Alex?
How you feeling, bro?
What up? What up?
I feel like my uncle who lives in Edison was open for 3, man. Oh, my God, dude. But, I mean, I'm not going to get too down. I mean, we beat a healthy Cleveland. We beat a pretty healthy Boston without Mitch, like, this week. Like, it's a pretty solid week. As infuriating as this loss is, it's people expected us to go 0-3. So I'll take the 2-1. I wanted to come on and address some trade rumors and get your guys' thoughts because I know Obi's a huge topic right now. Reggie Bullock. Right now, we know Obi's not doing anything on the bench because Tom Thibodeau won't play him. Like, he's just wasting away. And you see how Rui Hachimura's trade value has gone down. So as much as I want to see Obi getting 20 minutes a game, I also am realistic, and I know it's just not going to happen. So it might be time to package Obi and Deuce and Evan and try and tend the 3 first-round picks, depending on the protections. Like, we're not going to be stupid out here, but, like, the Dallas protected, top 10 protected, maybe the Washington pick and another protected pick or something for OG and really bolster the lineup. And then trade Cam and a second for Reggie or do something like that.
Okay.
I'd be totally fine with going to get Reggie for Cam. But, I mean, it is what it is. Let's see what they do at the trade deadline, see if they can bolster up the bench a little bit, maybe get some more shooting because they need some help, man. They need some help.
Yeah, they need help, man. Appreciate the call. I appreciate it, man. I can't see Ujiri settling on an OG trade. No, those protected picks, the Spider trade kind of showed you those protected picks ain't really ain't worth too much. So, tricky, but yes, the bench needs help. Bench needs some scoring. I did like Hartenstein, attack the basket a little bit. Was a bit aggressive out there. I did like Hartenstein. He's had a good week. If we did stock watch, I think Hartenstein's stock is on the rise.
For sure. I like the way that he attacked from top of the key.
Yeah.
Just drove down the lane. You saw his floaters again. Felt like we haven't seen his floaters actually connect in a long time. He had some solid rebounding in the fourth quarter as well. I thought, these last couple of games, Hartenstein has definitely picked up his play. I don't know if that's because he saw the article I wrote about him saying how he didn't fit here, but hey, good stuff for Hartenstein. Hopefully he can continue this type of play because with Mitch out right now, I know we had Kevin O'Connor, friend of the show, mentioned that the Clippers are interested in getting Hartenstein back. And he touched on the same things that we've been saying where Tibbs hasn't really utilized him properly. We haven't seen him really be that initiator when it comes to the offense. And the Clippers like having an offensive big in that system. So it makes sense why the Clippers would want Hartenstein back. But with Mitch down right now and the way that the center market is looking, like, would you really want... Like, I don't know what's happening to Andre Drummond, but I wouldn't want to trade for Andre Drummond.
Well, let's talk about this. And salute to everybody in the chat. Let's get those likes up. Hit that like button. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Michael Scotto, friend of the program, who was just on this show. We had a great show with him last week. Updates on the Knicks and Bucks trade talks. According to Scotto, as he's been reporting, the Knicks and Bucks have been talking in about a trade for Cam Reddish. Now, the Knicks want Grayson Allen. The Bucks, though, are offering maybe a second-round pick and salary filler, which could be a George Hill and a Serge Ibaka. So do you bring Ibaka in here as an insurance policy? I don't think they get Allen. Something tells me that the Bucks go elsewhere with Allen to get a better player. And I think at the deadline, I think this trade does go down, but I think it's the latter. It's the second rounder and some salary filler rather than a Allen for Cam swap. I don't see how that helps the Bucks improve. I don't see how that improves the Bucks.
Do you see the Knicks adding more to the trade then to try to get Allen because, yeah, I get trading for Serge Ibaka as insurance. I don't know, man. Like what were we gonna have him do out there? Like what?
I love it, bro. I feel you, man. Listen, I tell the fans, don't get your hopes up about anything involving Cam. You just take what you can get at this point. Sunken cost. It's a sunken cost. You got a lemon out of the deal, and you try to save face.
I hear you. It makes more sense to bring Taj back to New York than go for Serge Ibaka though.
Yeah,
and this is no slight to Taj. Like Taj knows Tibbs. He understands the system. Awesome vet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Serge, I think he's finished. He's at the tail end of his career, man.
He's finished, man.
Yeah, he's not going to be giving you anything right now.
Yeah.
And what to have him? I mean, I guess, but even at that point, if you're just getting Serge, right? I'm expecting then. I would still expect you to keep Hartenstein. I don't think you're gonna put Serge in as your backup because that doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
No, and Tibbs loves Hartenstein.
That's what he says. So okay. I mean, I personally don't need to see any major upgrades. I don't need to see the Knicks trade first rounders or anything like that. But Serge is. I'm gonna rattle you off a couple names to see if you think any of these are realistic options. Let's say if the Knicks did want to get into a deal and move Hartenstein, sure, you get Serge as insurance, but what if you go another way like this, right? Do you see, because the Clippers are also interested in Mo Bamba.
Oh God, you can't make it up, man.
I just had to do that. I really had to do that. But hey, outside of that, Naz Reid is someone that Michael Scott has also reported that has been on the block.
I like him.
Timberwolves.
I like him.
Yeah, I like him too.
Yeah.
Nikola Vucevic, she's one that I don't see being realistic, but the Bulls got to figure out something.
No chance.
I don't see that either. I don't think his contract works. No. Jakob Poeltl.
I think he goes somewhere else. He's going to cost more. He's a starting center. I see the Raptors going after him. Potentially, there was another team that was being mentioned with him, but no, that's out of our price range. We wouldn't go get him.
Okay, and then another one because on the same team as Vooch, Drummond. He's got one more year on his contract.
Washed. I'm good.
Okay,
he's washed.
So you see what? So with all those names that I think are the other options out there for center that you can go possibly make a move for, with Serge included, I just don't see how you're moving Hartenstein at this point.
Yeah.
I think he stays.
No, I think he stays. So those are our trade updates. What do you guys think, man? Cam, I think it's just a matter of when. Woj also came out today and said that the Knicks are going to trade Cam. So that's Leon Rose's right-hand man. Woj has the intel. It's going to go down by February 9th. Cam and the Knicks headed for a split. What do they get back? Let's see. Back to the phones we go. Back to this game, man. 122-115. Knicks lose. Battle of New York. Dante from Queens. What's good? Dante going what's? Oh, did I dial back into the phones? Hang on. Hang tight. Dante, hang tight. Hang tight. I think I got to dial back into the phones, bro. Hang on, let me see what I did here.
It's all good. It's one of those nights, man.
It's one of those nights, man. It's one of those nights. But I think I need to hang on. I think I have to restart the phones here.
Look, I get it, man. Saturday night.
Yeah.
You're ready to go out later.
Facts.
Get a couple drinks.
Facts, man.
Forget what happened today. I feel you.
Right? Yeah, man. All right, so while we wait on that, let's go to India, man. Let's get my guy Ashwin in here. Ashwin, how you feeling about this loss tonight,
man? You guys can hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, man. How you doing, bro?
Yes. Hi, Alex. Hi, CB. How you guys doing?
Good, man.
Yes, so actually, I'm not too tight about this, man. Yes, it was a loss and it came to Nets, but I think they shot 55% from three. and Knicks could have, showed more intent while closing out, but still, they were shooting from deep threes with hands in their face. Kyrie was shooting deep with hands in their faces. Harris was shooting with hand in his face. Anything they were chucking up, it was going. So I don't blame it that much. They were doing very good in paint. So, uh, but
So you think it's just one of those games, you
it
chalk it up.
exactly was one of those games.
Yeah.
But oh man, I'm gonna get so much hate for this.
Uh-oh.
Uh, I'm gonna ask you one thing. So, like, Miles McBride, how he plays his game style, like, in out of 5 matches, in one match he has some 2-3 steals. Out of 6 or 7 matches, he has like 2 or 3 threes. He tries to defend his best, but it's he does something effective only in a couple of matches out of like a handful of matches. Does that remind you of someone? Like, he's not efficient scorer.
Oh, he's trying to think. You're trying to say he's the next Frank, aren't you?
Nah, not Frank. Not Frank. I'm talking about Mr. Payton. So,
Man. Now look. I think they need to upgrade the McBride spot. You know, coming from a team
exactly,
for a team that wants
because
to make the playoffs, they have to upgrade that spot. He can't shoot right now.
yes, he can't shoot, and he is not exactly defending the other team's backup guards, right? Because he's not exactly stopping them. I don't see he being effective with good backups guards. So not always. He does well sometimes, but not always. And we need that consistency. Another is we need a backup guard, wing. Sorry.
Yeah.
That spot also needs to fill. But that's all. But I'm not too tight about this win. And
okay, I think he muted his mic, man. Ashwin coming in live from India, man. That's how we do it. Salute to Ashwin in India, coming in here and spitting facts. We got to upgrade at the McBride side. He had 3 steals in that Celtics game. His defense was major in that game,
for sure.
But offensively, he's limited. We've been saying it since last year. It just is what it is. He's got to work on it. Cody Glock on the Discord. Let's hear it.
Yep. Shout out CP. Shout out Alex. I wish shout out Manscaped, but I don't know. They're sending the bag still, so we're going to hold off on Manscaped. Shout out Prize Picks, man.
Yeah, shout out Prize Picks.
So I was at the game tonight, man.
Oh, you went? Even though no Mitchie tonight, huh? You went to the game.
No Mitchie in sight, not even on the bench, you know, but I went.
Okay.
And I must tell y'all some observations I made.
Okay.
Everybody knows Cam is out of here. He was shooting horse shots at the layup line where everybody was supposed to get ready.
You said Cam was playing horse while everybody is warming up?
Definitely. Everybody knows he's out of here. But to get the light stuff out of the way, when Quickly got subbed out the last 2 minutes and RJ came in, his body language, man, oh, man.
Yeah. Made no sense.
It didn't make no sense, but his body language was super poor and visibly mad. You know he was mad getting taken out that game. Another observation, I don't know if you guys know this, but whenever RJ is our leading scorer at the half, the Knicks always find a way to lose. I'm putting that out.
Whoa. Now he's coming out with stats tonight. Okay.
Woo. At the half, RJ, he had, probably 19 points, and the rest of the Knicks needed to pick up the slack. But usually when Randall and Brunson come out hot in the first quarter, the Knicks got a good chance of winning games. And you see how much we missed Mitchie tonight, man. I ain't have to really say Claxton looked like
I would have loved to see that Mitch versus Claxton matchup, man. Because Claxton he's killing right now. I think he might win most improved and defensive player of the year. He's killing it.
Most definitely, he's killing it. And to see Jericho Sims out there, he's seeing steak at Maestro's tonight, and he ate. Last but not least, I know I gotta be quick, man.
Yeah.
But the energy was great. The energy was great in the Barclays. Nice. I don't know if you guys were hearing, but it was a lot of overrated chants when Julius was at the line in the first quarter and the second quarter. And I think that kind of rattled Julius, and Julius couldn't have a good first, second quarter, which usually those are his quarters, you know.
Yeah.
And those chants from the crowd, overrated and all of that, not an all-star, they was chanting that too. I think that got behind Julius's scalp a little bit, and he was kind of shaky, man. Rapid fire, you know.
Okay. Appreciate it, man.
Average 0 turnovers.
Cody Glock. All right, Cody coming in with the intel, man. He sounded a lot better too. He always sounds like, you know, he slumped out somewhere, you know. Sound better, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like that he came for RJ like that, though. I don't like that.
He did.
We
got to confirm that, man. If Max is listening, our resident stat guy, or Sam, let's confirm that. I don't want to just put that out there. You know, throw my guy on RJ under the bus. Hang tight. Let me get the phones back up and running. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Let's get the phones back up and running. Knicks lose 122-115. It's still raining threes in Brooklyn, folks. Get your umbrellas. Knicks get outscored by 36 points. Wow. Yeah, it's a make or miss league, man. It's one of those, but you got to tighten up defensively. I didn't think their defensive intensity was there. And the Nets, you know, they came out with pride. They lost to the Pistons. My guy Alec Burks embarrassed them on Thursday night. And they wanted to come out and play for something on their home court in front of the fans and take the rivalry back. So they did that. You know, they did that. Cody Glock says he was wondering if Manscaped is still with us. Of course, this show is presented by Manscaped, fellas. Go out there and go get the Lawnmower 4.0. This is the #1 men's grooming tool below the waist. And along with the Lawnmower 4.0, they're coming out. They have a ton of other products for men's grooming, man. Whether it's shampoo, conditioner, ball deodorant, you have lotion, you have cologne. They got lip balm. They have literally everything that you need for today's man. But the Lawnmower 4.0 is the signature product. This is the ball shaver. It comes with skin-safe technology, so you cut down on those nicks. Very, very important. Great battery life. They have an LED spotlight on there, so if you want to do it in the dark, whatever you're into, you know, that's your business. But like I said, great battery life. It's wireless. You can use it in the shower as well. It's waterproof, so it's very good. Very good multi-dimensional tool. And they also got some new products for us, Al, but it's on back order, man. We're waiting on, you know, when we first started with Manscaped, a lot of people were asking, well, you know, do I use it for the top and the bottom? I'm going to say, whoa. You know, you don't want to necessarily mix and match there. But again, you know, that's up to you. But Manscaped, to answer that, has come out with a beard trimmer. Yeah. They got the beard trimmer, bro. So,
you know, as two guys who have beards, it's clutch.
That's clutch.
You know,
yeah, it's clutch, man. So we're just waiting on ours in the mail. It's been on back order. Trying to tell our guys at Manscaped to get it popping, get their act together. But for you people at home, man, go to manscaped.com. Use promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. So it's a great deal. All right, back to the phones. Edgar, we are back. So let's start screening some calls. I'll take the first one, Edgar. Area code 347. What's your name? Where are you calling in from? 347.
Hello, is it me?
Yeah, you here? Loud and clear.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, how you guys doing today? Sorry, I wasn't sure.
Good, man. What's your name? Where you calling in from?
This is Donald, and I'm calling from the BX.
Okay, Donald from the BX. How you feeling?
I'm pissed off, man.
All right, tell us why you mad, man. Let's go.
All right, there's no team that I hate losing more to than the Nets.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make a couple of points here. So I think there's like a minutes disparity in which I don't understand if Blackness is out with an injury. Why is Obi Toppin only getting 10 minutes, man? I don't understand that.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, IQ only played 28 minutes. And if I'm not mistaken, he was out there cooking.
Yeah.
And then we got Grimes getting 38 minutes, which, listen, I like Grimes, but I don't like Grimes that much. I feel like he's getting way too much time, and he's, like, very inconsistent. And today, man, I mean, he missed a bunch of shots that, I mean, he was taking shots and he was just missing. That's all I saw him do was miss some 3-point. And then my last point is, we need to make this trade happen for OG Anunoby or Levine ASAP, because we need one of those two guys. And I don't know how we'll work it out, but yeah, we need to make that trade, man. We need to bring those guys over here, one of them at least.
You said who? Zach LaVine and who?
Zach LaVine or Anunoby from the Raptors.
Okay, got you. Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate the call, man.
All right, man. Thanks for taking my call. Appreciate it.
Yep. No problem. Donald, tight, man. He's tight. Katie from ATL. Katie, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, CP? Alex, what's going on?
Good, man. How you feeling, bro?
What up?
It's not looking good, man. Feeling very, very frustrated, and I just hate those bumps across the.
All right, we gotta cut your call. You gotta get to a better place. You need your signal. Your signal wasn't good. We had to cut the call. Try to call back with better audio. Nice from Queens. Nice. How you feeling?
CP the GOAT, man.
Let's go.
Thank you so much for having me on. I'm going to be as quick as I can, man. Yep. Real quick, I'm a long-time listener. I'm totally blind from Queens. So I just want to salute everything that you do, man, because you just going above and beyond like you do really gives me, just really bonds everybody together and shows that we family, bro, and it allows me to get, some different insight of the game.
No
so
question.
I just wanted to salute you on that real quick.
Appreciate it.
My bad, that's the kush. But as far as tonight, whatever you want to call
man. You gotta
me,
take them seeds out of there, man. Them seeds choking you
What'd
up,
you say?
bro. I said them seeds sound like the seeds. That sound like a seed was roasting in there, man. I heard it, man.
Oh yeah, no, it's fire. Trust me. But real quick, man. Of course, quickly should have never been taken out the game. We need a closer. A closer. I seen something today that was really disturbing to me. It was James Dolan. He said that our expectations should be just to make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And I don't know who the heck he thinks he's talking to, because as New York fans, that's not good enough for us. Mm-hmm. We made the playoffs before. You know what I'm saying? We've been a fourth seed. We made the playoffs with Melo. That's old news to us. We need a win. Right? And we need to win now. So whatever that means, we're not playing Obi the way we need to. We're not playing Cam the way we need to. We need to package them guys up. I don't know who we could get. OG just messed up his shoulder, you know what I'm saying, or his wrist or whatever it was. So that might be something that's flying. But whoever it got to be, we need a closer. DeMar is my guy.
Okay.
We'll go with DeMar. But again, I want to shout out to you guys. Shout out Alex. Shout out CP, man. Continue on all the success. And I'm going to link up with you guys soon, man. I go to a lot of the games.
Okay.
So hopefully I'll link up with y'all soon.
Appreciate
I'm working out, too, so my bad if I sound out of breath. I love y'all.
Wow. My man is multitasking.
You know it. Love.
Right, man. My man's he's doing push-ups and cush-ups. Multitasking, man. That's so real.
As CP would say, I need some of that.
I need some of that, man. Yeah, man, that K2 does wonders, man. It's crazy, man. My man was choking up.
My man said that K2 does wonders.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, man. You got to pluck all them seeds out, and, you throw it in the grind and pluck them seeds out, man.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Woo!
To the Discord we go. Knicks take Jake. Let's go.
Nah, CP, the K2 is wild, bro. That's wild.
Stay away, kid. Stay away. This is just a joke.
Yo, first of all, I want to shout out both of you gentlemen, CP and Alex, holding it down.
Yeah.
Being real, telling it how it is. I retweeted that video, CP, that you were talking about Obi and Cam. The New York Knicks should be in development mode. And speaking of development, we got this kid, IQ, despite everything and everyone we've put in front of this kid to not promote this kid. And Emmanuel quickly showed you again tonight that he is the most impactful player on this roster. Every time this kid got on the court, we're going on a run. He had a +2 plus-minus. The whole bench was negative, even despite playing with him. That means that he was overcoming all of that, negative plus-minuses. And he was doing it all. He's a maestro. He was orchestrating everything. The defense, man, the defense that this kid plays, I had no idea that he had it in him.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, the fluidity, the nuance, everything. I mean, he's playing top level. tough and ones. He's doing everything. But man, Jalen Brunson, I gotta call it out, man. That this dribble stuff, not moving the ball. The first unit just looks so stagnant. And I don't know. I get Jalen Brunson's, his skill set, but sometimes we don't need that. The one player that should have been getting ISO looks all game was Kyrie Irving. And what did they do? They moved the ball. They played within the offense. Every single shot that they got from three was in rhythm.
True.
But the defense leaving the three open. I didn't see a whole lot of the pack in the paint stuff tonight, but man, that kid IQ, he deserves 32 minutes a night. I don't care how you need to do it. When RJ came into that scoring table, I knew Tibbs was pulling IQ. This is 3 games in a row now that IQ, he doesn't even sit on the bench when he gets pulled out at the end of the game. He just stands and watches. The kid deserves to be in there. So all the people that want to be winning right now, that's how you do it. You need that kid playing at the end of the games. Tibbs, figure it out.
Appreciate the call, man. Knicks take Jake dropping the mic. Good call. Good call.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I agree with him on that one. I think that was a 5.
Yeah, and he even touched on what we were talking about in the beginning, right? Ball movement. Nets showed it. Get everyone involved. It's a little too much ISO heavy, man. We go through these stretches watching this team where they will show that they can move the ball, move the rock, and find the open shooter, find someone cutting, do all the traditional basketball stuff that we want to see from a good team. But then they get into these slumps where we got to watch Jalen Brunson or Randall or even RJ just pound the rock and try to get theirs and not share. And that's not how you play winning basketball, because as soon as you get to the playoffs, as we talked about on this show, they're going to hone in on that very quickly. Yeah. And the double, triple teams make it 10 times difficult than it already is. And that's just not the way you want to go down.
True story, man. A lot of 5s going on in the chat for Knicks take Jake. But Triple M gives him a 4.8. He said not rapid fire. Tough grader, man.
Wow.
Yeah, tough grader. Shout out Triple M, a new channel member. Shout out to Triple M. Shout out to Gonzo, new channel members in here. And shout out to all the channel members in here. Definitely appreciate you guys rocking with us. Definitely appreciate it. If you guys are new in the chat, please type in #new. And we'll shout you guys out. This is #1 show for the fans, by the fans. KFTV post-game live, presented by Manscaped. Knicks lose the Battle of New York, Act 2, 122-115. So we are tight right now. And we are talking about it as a family. Let's talk about the numbers, man. Let's talk about the key stats of the night, Al. Presented by Prize Picks. And the number one that jumps out, Knicks getting outscored by 36 points from 3. 36 points. The Brooklyn Nets shot 55% from downtown, 22 of 40. Knicks only 10 of 28, about league average. They're about 35 and 0.7. Knicks shooting 78% from the free throw line, 15 of 19. And assists, as we just talked about, man. Nets 31 assists to 19 for the Knicks. Knicks obviously doing their thing. Points in the paint is where they get busy. 68 to 34. Mm-hmm. And that was about it, man. Not a good one. Not a good one for the orange and blue, man.
Not a good one at all. And I think, let's see. And even still, the Knicks got to the free throw line just slightly more than the Nets. So it's not, it's not the refs making calls. It's not anything else. The Knicks just didn't play their game in the first half. They didn't attack the paint as they should have. And they didn't play defense, man. This 3-point defense comes back to bite this team again. When you're going to play these upper echelon teams that can just knock down from distance, you got to pretend that you got to protect the perimeter, man. This drop coverage, it feels like we're just running one defensive play, which is drop coverage, while other teams are able to adapt in the game and throw out something else. And we got to defend the 3. Play man, defend the 3. Let them cook in the paint. Let them try to beat you at your game. Don't let them play their game. Yeah. It's mind-boggling, man. These are the adjustments that we need to see, and it's going to be a long haul, man. Like the Knicks, they're solid, man. They're a competitive team. They're going to win their fair share, but it's going to get ugly once they start playing more teams that can knock down from three. We got Philly again. We got other competitive teams coming up as well. We haven't even faced, talk about West teams like Clippers and so forth. Teams that are going to be able to just shoot from distance. It's going to be tough, man.
And the Nets are number 2 in the league in 3-point percentage. So, they can get it done. They let it fly and they get it done. Got to tighten up. Got to tighten up, Tibbs and the Knicks, man. As usual, man, by the numbers, the key stats of the night is brought to you guys by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is daily fantasy sports made easy for you first-time players out there in the chat. Go to prizepicks.com and use promo code KFTV for an instant deposit match of up to $100. So it's a great deal. Let's say you want to start off with $50. They will match you $50, and then you'll have $100 to play with. If you want to play with $100, they will match you $100, and you will have $200 to play with. So it's a great way to get into the game. And how do you play? It's very easy. Once you sign up and use the promo code KFTV, you're going to pick between 2 to 6 players. And you can mix and match sports. We play NBA, obviously, but you can play NFL. And as I told you guys this week, Prize Picks has been running a special. They do these specials every once in a while. Every Tuesday, they'll do a Taco Tuesday deal. Every Christmas, they'll do a deal. But for the AFC Championship game, they're doing a discounted deal. Joe Burrow, 0.5 passing yards. 0.5 passing yards. So that's a gimme. So all of you, if you're going to play tonight, you're going to play tomorrow, Joe Burrow, 0.5 passing yards should be on your Prize Pick sheet because it is a slam dunk no-brainer. And that'll get you partially to some money. Right? So it's you versus Prize Picks. You're basically going to predict whether or not the given player that you select is going to do more or less than the stat projection that Prize Picks has laid out. So here's where I went tonight on my sheet, Al. I took the Joe Burrow pick. 0.5 passing yards. I put more for that one. I was trying to ride the hot hand with Julius Randle. I just didn't think the Nets were going to have much for him in terms of defense. They did put Royce O'Neal on him. I took Julius Randle with more than 42.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I knew Prize Picks was going to move that number up. For most of the time, it's like 41.5, but I knew they were going to put it at 42.5, and Julius finished with 37, so he just missed the mark. I knew Kyrie was going to give us problems. 21 points in the fourth quarter for Kyrie Irving. I had Kyrie Irving with more than 42.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He finished with 47. One of the callers just called in about DeMar DeRozan. I took DeMar DeRozan, Chicago against Orlando, visiting Orlando, and I took DeMar DeRozan with more than 26.5 points. He finished with 32. And lastly, I took Bojan Bogdanovic, Detroit against Houston, the Battle of the Bums. I got Bojan Bogdanovic with more than 2.5 threes, and so far he's made 1. So, and that game is at halftime. So I'm trending well. The Julius pick didn't hit, but I'm hoping to get 4 out of my 5 picks to get some cash, man. So how'd you do tonight?
I went with 4 picks tonight. I didn't do 5, but this is where I went. I took the Joe Burrow one, as you said, so gotta wait on that one. I then took Kyrie Irving for more than 30 points. I was like, you know what? Knicks could probably still defeat the Nets, and Kyrie gets his because who else is going to score? So he got his, still with everyone else doing what they had to do, but I got the 32 points from Kyrie to get hit on that one. I took DeJounte Murray for more than 1.5 3-points made. He has 1. He just needs 1 more. And there's 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Hopefully he just knocks 1 more down. And I took Julius Randle for more than 26.5 points, and we all know how that ended. So
yeah,
still waiting on Joe Burrow and DeJounte Murray.
There it is. So for you people at home, play to win, but please play responsibly. And once again, go to prizepicks.com and use promo code KFTV for an instant deposit match of up to $100. Okay, back to the phones we go. Let's go back to the phones. Let's go to the Discord, and let's hear from Nothing But Cactus. Nothing But Cactus on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Nothing But Cactus on the Discord. Nothing But Cactus.
Hey,
Hey, how are you, man?
How you getting on?
Good, man. Where you checking in from? Australia?
Hey, no, mate, Scotland.
Scotland. Oh man, it's late over there, man. What's going on? How you feeling?
It is late. That's a tough one, big man. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Obviously, 90% of the games that I'm watching are on replay, right?
Yeah.
These are the ones I circle. These are the ones I circle.
Mm-hmm.
These are the ones that I want the wins.
Yeah.
These are the ones I'm drinking early. I want to stay up. I want to feel good. I want to go bed with a win. This is disappointing.
What are you drinking on tonight, man? What are you drinking on?
Straight vodka cola doubles from about 5 o'clock.
He's getting it in. Okay.
Right. Let's
and
go.
I've been ready.
Let's go. He's in it. Let's go.
Between us, my first Knicks game was last April, and the game against Brooklyn at the Garden, we blew that lead. And from then I wanted revenge, and I thought this was the game. And I've been talking up all week to my friends, saying this is it, 10:30 at night, here we go. I'm going to get a win. It's going to be a good Saturday night. And this is disappointing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I didn't feel like we played anything like we did on Thursday night or wherever it was in your time against Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Obi Toppin playing less than 10 minutes. What's the plan here? What are we doing with him? And you look at the bench, apart from Quickly, who's scoring? There's nobody scoring here. There's nobody getting the opportunity. And I just felt from the beginning, Randall, Brunson, nobody was playing their usual game. I just felt this was over since the first quarter. I might as well turned it off, went to my bed, had a good night's sleep, would have woke up with the L, I would have just got on my day. Otherwise, I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning and I've still took the loss, and it's just disappointing, man. I don't used to think about it, but end of the day.
Frustrating, man. Hey, what's your name, man? Checking in from Scotland.
Kyle, big man.
Kale, man. Kale, definitely appreciate the call, man. Hang in there. Have one more. Have a nightcap and get and wrap it up for the night, man. Appreciate the call. My man calling in from Scotland now. We are worldwide in this thing. Worldwide. Put some respect on our name. My guy stayed up. He had his vodka drink. You know, I do. I feel for our friends from across the pond, man, on these matinee or late matinee games. They stay up for it, and the team puts up a stinker, man.
It's 2:30 over there, and you're telling him to go have a nightcap. Look at this guy.
It's Saturday night, man. What's one more gonna do? One more won't hurt him.
What's one more gonna do? Yeah.
Hey,
okay.
Listen, he's watching post game live. He's in the house. He's safe. Have one more. Why not? You know.
Hopefully, you have nothing else to do, my man.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Hopefully, you can take all the time
don't go anywhere
to recover.
Yeah. Carlos says he's here from Madrid, Spain.
Right.
Let's go, man. We're worldwide in here. So we heard from India, my guy Ashwin checking in, and we heard from Scotland, man. Shout out to Kale, man. Yeah, look, the Obi thing is certainly frustrating, but as you see, Hartenstein is Tibbs' guy. He wants to go there. He wants more size and just overall activity from his big man. It's unfortunate Obi's been buried here. We've known the story for a long time. And yeah, the bench needs some consistent energy. I'm going to be interested to see how this team upgrades that bench come the deadline. We did hear from Dolan, and we'll break down those Dolan interviews tomorrow, next weekly. I'd rather dedicate a little bit more time to reacting to those. But so with the expectation that they do make the playoffs, I would expect them to maybe pair off a second-round pick and try to get some bench help. Nothing more than that. I think they'll trade a second, maybe a couple seconds, and try to get some bench reinforcements.
Let me ask you this question then, because you brought up we discussed McBride earlier in the show, and who reported or who noted it earlier this week where McBride, he's locked in.
Katz.
That's what I thought.
Fred Katz basically said that the Knicks had no interest in trading McBride.
And this is what we talk and we talk about development and stuff like that. This is development, right? You're watching him struggle out there and trying to play through. And the first step is now we're seeing him be a little bit more aggressive, attack in the lane, trying to get to the rack, taking some wide open threes. He's not knocking it down. And this is what happens with guys who are young and trying to adjust to the NBA speed and game. And it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah.
My question to you is that you say that because are you trying to say that he's the odd man out? I know we're not getting any offense from him. And if that's the case, and if he's not looking to be moved or anything like that, if the team's not looking to move him or anything like that, he's still locked in this rotation then. So then if you move Cam for somebody else, are we going back to a 10-man rotation? Or what's happening? What do you
I think it's still 9, and I think if you bring in a player that's McBride's spot. IQ solidified. Obi's still gonna get his 10, and Hartenstein's locked in. It's McBride would be the odd man out.
So you think we stick 9, no flexibility whatsoever?
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's how I think they handle it.
See, I can't, unless it's Bullock, who I could see just sliding right back in because he understands Tibbs' system and been here before.
Mm-hmm.
If you get somebody else, I feel like you got to go for a 10-man rotation to work somebody in. And you can't just take someone like McBride out who's been here for a little bit, even though he's not giving you anything on the offensive side. Say if you bring somebody else in, say if you bring in, let's just play hypothetically Grayson Allen. Like, you're not going to throw Grayson Allen in there without really letting him understand what this team's all about first.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a fair point.
I think we may see 10. I think we may see 10 for a period of time before it goes back to 9.
It's a fair point. What do you guys think in the chat, man? Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. KFTV postgame live. Knicks lose 122-115 to the Nets. Let's get to some more people, man. Val from Jersey. How you feeling, Val?
Good. How are you guys?
Good, man. How you feeling?
Good. All right. I just want to bring up one thing. Mm-hmm. I think the New York Knicks need a pure basketball player. Brunson is the pure high IQ basketball player, but I just feel like we're a team full of athletes. Now, I have a suggestion. The Knicks lack a nice low post player that could rebound, score, quickly get us some nice buckets, slow down the tempo, especially in the playoffs. And I want to know your opinions about the Knicks possibly getting a consistent offensive rebounding center. Now, in the past, I have brought up a name about a guy in Phoenix, but we're not going to go back down that road. Anyway, what's your thoughts about getting a nice offensive big man that could just rebound, post up, and slow the game down? Thank you, guys.
Well, I mean, the offensive rebounder that you're looking for, his name is Mitchell Robinson. He's just not playing right now. He's just not healthy. What else is new?
And we kind of saw, like, at the beginning of games that they were giving him time to work in the post, too.
Yeah.
I find it very interesting that they were, not interesting, but it was, you saw a new development where they gave Mitch his touches on the block in the paint early in the game to let him get used to making those type of post moves.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know, I don't think there's a lot of big men that really play in the post like that. I mean, Randall does when he gets down there. RJ works the post, but they're the talk around, like, when you read all these other NBA articles or listen to NBA podcasts, they talk about how difficult it is. Or not how difficult, but the process of just working from the post.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough play to set up, and if you don't have a good passing big man, it's tough because you could just swarm, and then it kills the play. It kills the entire ball movement. So I don't know what bigs really work the post like that.
Yeah, there's
not many.
Not many.
Yeah, so I think that's just kind of passe at this point, just how the league has just evolved.
Yeah, I agree with that. Let's go to Christian Mudfoot. Christian out in Brooklyn. Christian, how you feeling? Christian going once. Christian going twice. Okay, bye-bye, Christian Mudfoot. All right, how about we'll close it with LV from Harlem World. LV, how you feeling?
Yo, CP, what's going on, man?
How you feeling,
you
man?
and Alex was shaking, man. How you guys doing
Good,
tonight?
man.
All right?
You the closer tonight, man. So take us out on a high note.
Yo, come on, man. You be hating on Harlem sometimes too, but that's right. We'll talk about that another day. Listen, man, let's get right into it.
Let's go.
Let's get right into it. The reality is this, man. A lot of people didn't want to make that Donovan Mitchell trade, but this is why you make that trade. This is why you do that. In order to get a primetime player, a superstar, you got to give up the farm. Kyrie showed exactly why it's only few of those guys in this league. So you give up everything at times for them dudes because for games like this, to score 20 points in the fourth when you need it the most because it's winning time, like I call it. That's why you pay for a guy like that. And there's not that many dudes around. So when the Knicks had an opportunity to get him, that's why I saw a lot of people upset about the fact. Now, I was one of them. I didn't think that we should have gave up that much for him. But in watching the games and watching what the league is today, you need a cat like that, period, and you got to pay top dollar. I think, to me, they're holding on to those picks. I think they might be trying to go after another CAA guy, Devin Booker. I don't think that's going to happen. But to me, that's what it seems like they're doing.
Of course.
That's number one, CP. Number two, if we do make a trade, I want to see how you and Alex feel about this. If we make a trade and bring in OG Anunoby and bring him, you might have to give up Obi. I think Obi's got to go. I think, I mentioned this before on your show. I think it's time for him to move on. So he can get more minutes and better for his career. But if you bring in OG Anunoby, CP, how do you feel about him going to the wing, bumping up RJ to the 2, bringing Grimes off the bench? Because then you could relieve Grimes. Then he could play a little bit better. Because I think the being the starter, it might be a little bit too soon for him. Give him maybe another year, I think he'll be ready. But he's struggling a bit with his shot. He's not confident at times, and he's too sporadic. And then that can make it easier for RJ defensively. You still got firepower, coming off the bench with Grimes and IQ. You know what I'm saying? And possibly iHeart. You know what I mean? So, but then, then Sims and stuff, but you got firepower coming off the bench. How do you guys feel about that? That's my breakdown. Yo, man, let's be easy on the Harlem Cats, all right? I'm Harlem and I'm out, man. Let's go. New York City Knicks, we out.
Appreciate it. LV from Harlem. First and foremost, for the people in the chat, what did you guys think about his Donovan Mitchell comment? Are you feeling that or not, man? This is like Showtime at the Apollo. He's a Harlem Cat. Throw ones in the chat if you thought that was trash. Throw some fives in the chat if you agree with him, man. Tomatoes or fire emojis? What are you thinking, man? A guy from Harlem World, USA, man. But yeah, on the OG trade, to me, that would be the most logical rotational moves. You bring OG in, you put RJ at the 2, you bring Grimes off the bench. Now, OG is a good three-point shooter. How does that offense change? You move Grimes to the bench. You have RJ out there. Yes, RJ against some 2s is going to be tricky, right? Can he guard the Seth Currys and stuff like that? It's going to be tough. I think RJ has a tough defensive matchup on both positions. There's no easy one, really. He's kind of in like that in-between.
Betweener.
Yeah, he's kind of in that in-between.
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense. I'd be cool with that just because I like OG's defense. He's very versatile. You could guard him up between 1 through 4, sometimes even 5. That's just because of his strength, wingspan, all of that stuff. He's got a slow pace when he plays the game. He's a good shooter. I don't mind that. It's just the cost, man. 3 first rounders for OG.
Well, we got to see what the price is first, right?
Because I wonder if that's just the Raptors just hyping. Right. I wonder if that's just the Raptors just trying to see who's out there in the market. Because if that was the cost that anyone needed OG right now, like a true championship contender, they would have done that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wonder how much that's just gauging the market. Like, what is his actual value? Also, what type of firster that is. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'd be cool with it. Although I do like Grimes in the starting rotation. I think he gives you something that the starters don't do enough of, which is cut, connecting. I think you do lose that. I think you do lose that part of the game that they need in that starting rotation, because outside of Grimes, no one's really cutting like that. You're looking for that extra pass. He's that guy that usually makes the extra pass. It's still
right.
I get it, but it's really a tough call. It's not as easy. I get it. Conceptually, I could see it, but it's still a tough call to make. But see, I got a question for you. What do you have against Harlem, man?
Yeah, I don't. I got nothing against Harlem World, man. I'm out there. You know what I mean? Me and you went out in Harlem last year, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
I'm out there, man. I'm everywhere in Harlem World, man.
He's got to be a little more kinder, man, to the people, man. Come on.
What do you?
They just want to see their guy Mo Bamba back.
What's more? How could it be any more kinder? I'm out there spending money in that place. I'm at the Fox, the Bixby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can catch me at Silvana's late night in the basement. Some good, some gems out there, man. Still popping. I'm still popping, man.
Maybe one a little bit of.
Used to do Red Rooster. Used to do Red Rooster back in the day. You know, I don't hate on Harlem at all, man. It's just earlier this week, just a couple of callers just didn't have it together. You know, that's whether from Harlem or Timbuktu. I mean, I'm gonna treat it the same. No speakerphone. Get your thoughts together. You know, bring something to the conversation. We're not talking about Mo Bamba with the big signature win, second call of the night. Just certain protocol. You know, we just try to keep an orderly show here. That's all. There's no hate.
So if someone called in asking for Dwayne Dedman, that'd be better.
Go get Dwayne Dedman for the Miami Heat. Yeah. No, that just wouldn't be, man. Nah, shout out to Harlem, man. I was just out there. It was last time. I went out there. I went to the Fox to watch the tank fight. Yeah, I was there watching that, man.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple other spots, man. Next time you come out here, I'll take you around, man. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Yeah. But anyway, good show, man. We'll bounce back.
Sucks?
Yeah.
I had to go on with Robin, as you saw on SNY.
Yeah, Robin Lopez. How did it go? Did you destroy him or what, man?
You said Robin Lopez?
Robin Lundberg. Did you destroy Lundberg or what, man?
Oh, yeah, of course. But you know what I needed? It's like a parlay, right?
Yeah.
I hit the first leg. I need the Knicks to hit the second leg.
Yeah.
So that way I looked like a king on top.
Yeah.
That's what I needed, man. We got him talking about, in a redraft that you're taking Claxton over Randall.
He's such a hater,
come on,
man. He's pulling out redrafts. Now he's playing fantasy basketball. Wow. Get this guy out of here, man. Get this guy out of here. In a redraft. Like that matters. Crazy. He's absolutely crazy. Always grasping for straws. But good stuff, though. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. But yeah, anyway, we'll bounce back. Look, if you told me that they were going to come out this week 2-1, that's how you take it.
Yeah.
So it's fine with me.
This week?
Yeah.
Between the Nets, Celtics, and Cavs, for sure.
Yeah. That's it, man. So that's the story there. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, let me make sure that I get all super chats before we get out of here. Salute to our channel sponsors. First Lady of Sports. I just see you just joined up. Shout out to Sports First Lady of Sports. Shout out to Jub $5 super chats. It's got to make some moves before our season is over. Make a move for OG Anunoby, Eric Gordon, and a stretch 5. Olynyk, Bamba, Reed running out of time. Shout out to Stock Chasers. Shout out to Hoodies Vintage. He says, tough one, a bad loss. Nets lost 6 of 8 and just got washed at home at the Pistons. Stop with the moral victories and stem with coaching. A fake comeback after being down 19 and to the Nets, missing KD, Ben, and Warren. Bad loss, man. He also says, Franco's better than Deuce. Bring back the Kyrie stopper. Uptown Mister says, nothing works against good teams because Tibbs is a terrible coach. Poor execution on offense, lacks creativity, and won't switch things up on defense. Shout out to Rhyme Animal Chuck D once again, and shout out to Stock Chasers. All right. Also, remember that the show is available in audio podcast format, so no reason to miss it. If you can't catch it live, shout out to the replay gang. You could always catch it in podcast format. Support our sponsors, man. Manscaped.com. Use promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. Use prizepicks.com. Use promo code KFTV for an instant deposit match of up to $100. Don't miss that Joe Burrow promo for AFC Championship game tomorrow. And Athletic Greens, athleticgreens.com, man. For your first purchase, you get a 1-year free supply of vitamin D as well as 5 free travel packs. So go to athleticgreens.com/KnicksFanTV. All right, out. See you tomorrow, man. Any interest in these football games, man? Will you be watching?
Oh, yeah, I'll be watching. I love watching football, man.
Yeah, I'll take a look, you know. I'm hoping Philly gets washed up, man. I can't stand to see them in the Super Bowl. I'm hating on. That's who I'm hating on. I don't hate on Harlem. I hate on Philly.
Philly.
Yeah, I'm hating heavy on Philly, man.
Philly, man. Actually, I heard you, JD, talk about if I was acting the way I did in Boston and Philly.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, man, like, it's very tough. I don't have anything, like, it stinks because the only thing I have against Philly, the only team that plays Philly is the Knicks. Like,
yeah,
I'm a Jets fan, so we don't play anyone in Philadelphia. I'm a Yankee fan. We don't play anybody in Philadelphia. You know, when the last time we played someone in baseball in Philadelphia, we beat them in the World Series. So
true story, man.
I get you guys pain.
All right, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Knicks Weekly. We'll talk about the Dolan interview. We'll break it all down. And some more Knicks talk, man. Salute to everybody. Salute to all our channel members. Salute to TM, Chuck D. We out here. Peace.